Hi everybody, it's Matthew of Mr. Domestic, where we spread joy and positivity through sewing and fabric play. This video is all about fabric weaving, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a houndstooth pattern using a standard basket weave. What? Yes, it's totally cool and amazing, a great thing to integrate into any of your projects. And in full disclosure, I have partnered with Spectrum Brands for this video and received compensation and free product, but all of the opinions in this are 100% legit and totally my own. So if that's what you're here to learn about, then before we get into the content, anytime you're enjoying this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Now let's get ready to have some fun together. So this iron, like honestly, I would have told you all about it before I even partnered with them because it is absolutely amazing and it has changed my life when it comes to doing sewing and fabric weaving because like there's no cord. This is the Black & Decker, this is an Espanol, Light and Go cordless iron, and it's totally rad. It has a little charger thing, which is a cool light on it, and right now it's red, so it's telling me it's not good to go yet, and you wait for it to turn green and blink, and then it goes. See, like, ta-da! And it's got, like, really good power to it, and the steam is pretty awesome, so I am jazzed about this. I've been using it at my table whenever I sew, whenever I do fabric weaving now, and generally I wouldn't do that with an iron, because like honestly the cord gets in the way, and so I would get up and go back and forth, or I would use a seam roller. And so now I'm just preparing the strips for this project. You need 20 10 or 11 inch 1 inch wide strips. If you're new to fabric weaving, you're like, what? Just follow along and you'll see. And then this right here, I am folding it over using a bias tape, and then look at this. Boom, 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 this is what I do. Dun, 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 dun. I did an entire width of fabric strip, so it's a lot simpler that way. So this is already folded, and I cut this in half, and then cut these in half. And then I've created my strips. So essentially you're gonna want 1 inch thick, 5 width of fabric strips that you're gonna cut into like 11 inch strips that are gonna be 20 in quantity. So these are my strips, yay! Now, done with the ironing, like it's good to go for now. That's all ironing that I need to do. And now I've prepared a grid. It is a 10 by 10 grid. Ding. And then I have an 11 inch piece of interfacing. I traditionally use woven interfacing, but for this one I'm using like a sturdier interfacing because I'm using it for a tote. And then sticky side up, I pin this in place. Ta-da-ta-da-ta-da, ta-da-ta-da-ta-da. Like so, and you can still see the grid underneath, and you're going to use that as a guide. So, this is getting started, and I like to start in the center, and I pinned it on a foam board. This is like an Elmer's foam board. I cut it to size just so that it's not like ugly in the video, and it makes it easier to maneuver. Like if I wanted to go weave out in the living room or like take it outside. So as you can see right here, I am doing 2 of the same color. And I like to make sure that the strips butt up against each other. It's more important for that than it is to make sure that it's on the line. The line is just there underneath to make sure that it is going the right direction. So I've done 2. And now I'm going to skip to the other color. And you just alternate 2, 2, 2, 2. And do that until you get 20 going one direction. And I will fast forward here so you don't have to see it in real time. So now I have woven what we in the weaving community call the first layer, and now I'm going to actually do the weaving with the second layer. And essentially I'm going to follow the same exact pattern of 2 and then 2 and watch it unfold. Just gonna go basic over, under, over, under, over, under, all the way through, and that is the order of the weave for a basket weave. So this is 1, I'm gonna do it sideways. This is what the lines are for, because you'll see them here, and then just follow that line all the way across, and you see it here, and there. Ta-da! And now the next one, you're going to start, because this one I started over, the next one I'm going to start under. Like this. And you should, even in this one, see the houndstooth start to form. Dun, 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 dun. Get this one through, and make sure that this one butts up against this one as close as possible to eliminate any gaps between the strips. And this is where I use my seam ripper, and I get underneath the overlapping strip and I push it just so that it's good to go. And then I will pin this. And then now on this side and on this side, I'm going to do 2 strips of purple and then just continue until it's all filled up. And I'm going to fast forward this so you do not have to see it in real time. So look at this amazing weave. This right here is insanely gorgeous as far as I'm concerned. I hope y'all agree. Now, this isn't it. You still need to secure the weave before you remove it, and that's where this handy dandy Black & Decker iron comes in handy. So there's no cord. Like, honestly, I've done this before with an iron and it's gotten caught on these and it pulls it and it gets all ugly. But this is one of the few times that I will turn my iron down to like medium heat. I have it set on the poly setting because if it's much higher than that, it will warp the board underneath. And that is just enough to secure it. When you hear the beep, that was telling me I needed to put it back on. Perfect timing. So now the tape. I like a painter's tape or a masking tape. Painter's tape is just cuter because it's blue. And then I put this on here. I love this kind of tape and sewing and fabric weaving projects because I find it has just enough tack to keep things in place, and then not so much tack that it damages whatever I'm working on. So I'm essentially going around the perimeter, and I'll also use that for a stitch line later that I won't show in this video, but I at least wanted to show you the securing of it. Dun, 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 boom, 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 right here. And then, just so that there are no doubters here, I am going to remove all of the pins. I'm not going to do it in real time. I'll fast forward and then come back to the final step. Okay, all of the pins are out. Let me get my ironing mat. Then I just go like this. Flip it, boom. And this is where I turned it up to high heat, high steam. And I just want to make sure that this is really, really set. So I let that steam do its work. right here. And this is setting that fabric into the interfacing. And so this combined with the tape makes this something. Ta-da! So yay! We have done some awesome houndstooth basket weaving, and I am beyond soaked at the play of these two colors and the pattern that it created. Then I cannot wait to integrate it into my next project. So, if you enjoyed this video, got a laugh, or a tip, or a trick or two, then make sure to give it the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Keep it positive, y'all. Mr. Domestic out.